What is grounding? Grounding, when you hear the what grounding, everyone thinks it's the earth. It's touching the earth. Actually, it is. It is not a new moda. It is not a new style. It is not a. It's not a like something discovered today. It comes from the first day of created the world. So we have to understand this first of all. What is the grounding? Grounding is not a so easy topic first of all. Implementing it so easy, but the topic is not that much easy because nowadays everything is changing the world. How we can explain with a simple word? It's a simply like putting your skin directly on the ground. That's it. On the earth. So we have to understand this. I'm underlining we have to understand it because people's brain works like this. If they don't see anything with their eyes, people doesn't believe it. They have to see, oh, they have to give a reaction. Oh, wow. It doesn't work like this. Do you see the weather? When you breathe it, just feel it, right? The feeling is another topic in grounding. Because nowadays what we do, we are living so stressful minutes, so stressful hours, so stressful weeks, days, months, years. Nothing is changing. Every time we are so stressful. And we are trying to understand our body. We are having new supplements. We are we are attending to new organizations like a sport and gym, so many things. At the end, what we see, what we are telling to ourselves, we say, okay, I did it, I must be relaxed. I must think clear. I must do this one, blah, blah, blah. Why? Because you did things. At the end, the consequences of these movements must help you, right? I think, yes. But what we are doing, we are sleeping, we are not waking up so fresh. We are walking, but we are not feeling ourselves so well. It's not finishing everything with putting 10,000 steps outside. It works, sure. It helps, sure. Where? Inner body. How about your unseen side? How about your soul? I'm not going to talk about mysticism, mystic things. But because there are some things that so important in this life. Electric and electronic and human brain, nerve system, all are connected to each other. Did you know before? Even when we hear it, we don't want to know it. Why? Because we don't see it. There is no proof. There are proofs. But not so with naked eye you can't see it. But you are going to understand. You will know what is the grounding, why it's happening. First of all, grounding, all electric socket and electric systems, all electric devices needs to have it. Needs to have it, otherwise it causes huge problems. It's another topic, I'm not going to open it. But how about the human body? What happens? So easy. Our ancestors were rolling up and walking on and sleeping on the ground. So they were walking barefoot on the ground. And they were all the time touching the earth. But that was their daily routine. They was not thinking to do grounding because it was their nature. So what happened after the years, after days? What happened? What happened? We started to work not outside. We started to work in the buildings. So what happened? The inside of the buildings improved itself a lot. What happened? Electric after then phones, after then internet, after then computers, after then all the systems that we use today, what happened? Made busy our life. Then what we understand? We understand one thing. Our life routines are changing. Everything is changing. So when the problems that today's problems was not a problem for our ancestors. Why? Because they were knowing it. They were living in so clear and the pure life. There was no that much affections from outside of their house. And everyone were working on the soil. They were working, they were seeding something, they were harvesting, they were working outside of the buildings. No one was working in the building. Maybe it's gonna be interesting example. Even shopping centers, there was no door. Everything was open. When people stay in the house, they were thinking, we are in the cage, we have to go outside. Because this is our nature. Right now, what we do, we are trying to create new conditions in houses. It's getting hot, open the AC. It's getting cold, open the heater. And it's sunny, close the curtains. And with the eye cover, eye mask, close it. I have to sleep well. Why? We are thinking if we do it, we are gonna sleep well. What I mean, all those small things actually for us. For us, why it's for us? Because we wanna live in the buildings. Okay, we can't change the situation. What we have to do? New problems are coming, but with old solutions. Our ancestors didn't know they had our body has 2,000 nerves, and that nerves, 200,000 nerves, is ending bottom of our bare foot. Our ancestors didn't know this. But they knew one thing. When they come from outside, they were washing their feet with the salty water. Then they were not wearing any socks. Already the ground of the houses were stone or soil in those times. And the stone, real stones. So there was no laminated floors. There was no plastic floors. There was no wall-to-wall carpets. So people was so comfortable. Their comfort zone different than us. They didn't have so heavy static load on their body. They were not getting stressful every minute of the life. And previous videos, we talk about the technology's notifications, as you know. But they didn't have that notifications too. What they were having it, they were living long life because there was no stress. They were sleeping and they were having the taste of the sleep. I'm asking you, how many of us having so nice taste from our sleeps? If there is no if we don't have to do this daily routine, even most of us will not want to sleep even. Can you imagine? Because we are thinking we are like a machine. We have to work, everything should be perfect, blah, blah. It is not like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are human. It is not like this. You have to know what are your futures, what are your life options, and how you can heal it. Don't forget, from 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago, up to now, one thing didn't change. Type of human body. Everyone has same organs. Everyone has arms, eyes, feet, whatever. All of them are same. So, and why we are talking about this? Because grounding is not an old subject. It's the subject of the human body. We have to know this. We have to understand it. So, people today is so weak. I'm sorry, include me. We are all the time trying to heal something. We are all the time trying to make something right. We are all the time feeling ourselves we are wrong. We are all the time trying to think us like we are gonna die tomorrow. If we don't do this routine, if we don't take this medicine, we think like this. I'm sorry. All of them are happening. Sure, there are so many reasons. But mostly, we are not getting our some static electric from the ground. We are not doing equalization in our system. We have to know it. Grounding is that much important because it's directly blocking all inflammation in the body. And it allows us to breathe, to sleep, allows us real things, real movements, real taste of life. If you are thinking that, oh, what we are gonna do then? If you are gonna walk with barefoot? Sure no. Not every day, but you can. You are gonna have sometimes. If you can't do any, there are so nice products you can use in the home too. With using your grounding socket in your house. Each socket has it, all over the world. So that's why we have to understand one thing. We have to understand we are designed to live on the ground. We didn't design on or in concrete blocks or wood blocks. Okay? I'm gonna call the houses like this. And we didn't design live in wall-to-wall carpet. We didn't design walk on rubber shoes. We didn't design walk on laminated plastic floors. We didn't design for this. I have a son. He is almost 4. Until 3 years old, my wife didn't allow him to wear any shoes. She was supporting, one of the biggest supporters of the grounding in our family. When I asked her, she said, look, don't ask me questions. I know you are going to ask so deep questions to me. And I don't want to discuss. You have enough doctor connections, even friends. Please talk to your doctor friends. They are going to answer you so well. I asked them all. And I didn't let them to each other. So I talked to this one, and I'm going to talk to you after. I didn't tell anything. Each one didn't know. I talked to all of them. All of them said the common thing. He said, look, first of all, we are talking about the baby, 3 years old. When the baby walks on the ground, what happens? You will not believe it, but his skeleton system is gonna grow so well. And barefoot nerves is gonna grow so healthy. I mean, they are gonna do their works well, I mean. So all these things, even they say, you will see his stabilization, his sleeps are going to so clear. and he's not gonna wake up at nights. You will see. Yeah, he was not waking up at nights when he was walking on barefoot. We saw with our eyes. After then, he growed. We started to wear him the shoes to go somewhere. So this is the nature of the life. So some nights he was waking up and with crying without reason. Sure, there are so many baby things, whatever. But before he was not. He was even more baby when he was 1.5, 2, 3. But he was not crying all at that time. Can you imagine? So this is only baby. Imagine the right now mature guys. Imagine the mature woman. Imagine the youth. No one knows this. They see, actually everyone knows what's the grounding in their high school or university. But they don't know the effects to the people, to the human. And what are the negative consequences of not grounding to human's life? Who knows? No one knows. So that's why we are gonna know all these important and sensitive topics on this channel, especially on grounding. I'm gonna stay on a lot. As an inventor, I work about years, and I design a lot of medical stuff. I mean, medical stuff means so sensitive medical devices. So even in those devices, that's so important. That's so important. I can talk with the unknown words in the literature, but no need it. No need. I'm talking so basic to explain everyone, because grounding is so easy to understand and it's easier to implement it. So that's why see you at next video. Next video we are gonna talk the details with the so real examples. That's why kick off your shoes out and go to your garden or outside of your house and talk a little bit. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can. Sure, for grounding, you don't need to walk 5 minutes even. At least even 1 minute even it's important. It helps a lot. Because in 1 minute, even less than 1 minute, I mean with the seconds, like your electron equalization already happening. Less than minute. So rest is for body. It's nice. So people to understand this. There is a so dirty information about this. We are going to clarify. Thank you so much.